Oh my god! Oh my god.
Hello Baby is the follow-up to the hit series Age Matters. That is a very odd pairing of words. Oh my god. Main character Gwen was pushed by her past tense father to get into a relationship and set sail on a cruise with the day he set up. His concern with her is making sure she gets into a relationship before he gets too old. I mean, you already are, but she ends up inviting her friend after the date with this random person didn't go well, but her friend's being more social with others than her.
But Gwen can't help but be drawn to an attractive man with purple hair being swarmed by women like flies to the hair of Trashta. And of course, he notices her as well and quickly decides to approach her as a way out of his current predicament. This hottie is quirkier than anticipated, and the two playfully get to know each other over the course of the evening.
Gwen is hesitant to ask about food, and she just generally is an awkward person. After a little here and there, we get to know more about this attractive guy. His name is Arthur. I personally think that's a funny way of saying a salesman, but hey, everyone makes mistakes. Gwen being wearing a cardigan on a cruise and Arthur not using protection, but we'll get to that. We learn that at this area Arthur takes her. He initially wanted to propose to his ex-girlfriend, but it didn't just work out. Funny way of saying I was in the mix, but alright.
Gwen felt pity for him, of course, and not wanting him to be alone, she awkwardly blurts out that he's a good person. These two have a really weird way of showing fondness by simply saying they don't dislike each other. Now that they know each other's first names though, all bets are off. The doors are locked, the drinks are out, they made like bananas and canned.
They started banging, and as you can tell from the beginning, everything was great. Until they weren't. Just went south like Florida. We flash forward to see the future of a legal case between Arthur and Gwen. They have a child. And Gwen's father, he died, rest in peace. Arthur wakes up from a nightmare talking to his maid and asking her about a child's toy. And we learn he's rich and is super excited to meet this child he has and arranged a meeting with Gwen. And we learn in a way that they kind of fell out of touch between what happened then. But it's not completely revealed what really happened. But the focus is that Arthur seemingly wants to spend time with his kid. Gwen leaves the impression that Arthur is not a good person and wants to keep her away from their child, and just the further involvement with the lawyers is the only reason she's not fighting back. It seems Arthur understands she's incapable of fighting back and isn't in a good situation but still wants to help. She can still have full custody, he just wants visiting rights. Hooray, one less deadbeat father, right? Yeah. Great thing to start this off with is the fact none of the main characters' personalities are relatively similar to the ones in Age Matters.
As a rabid Age Matters fan, I too was pleased that the story took a different path. A new narrative on the enemies to lovers trope.
It follows the typical formula of Webtoon where it starts out in between the problem, then follows backwards. But overall, I have more questions than thoughts, and I think that's keeping me very captivated.
I find myself frustrated with the lack of communication and misunderstandings that are already unfolding, but I think that's how any good love story should start.
What we don't seem to know is what happened in between this time period between the cruise and this case and a few glimpses of the past. What we do know is the fact that Arthur may be unable to have kids. Is it possible that he was okay with having this one-night stand and leaving because he believed, okay, he might not be able to get this person pregnant. She won't be able to have kids.
Looking forward to learning more about Arthur's condition, Gwen's hardships that she faced between the cruise and now.
Did the ex stumble back into the picture?
And also where Arthur got that giant panda head, because I would like one.
My rating, I give it maybe a 6.3 out of 10 at the current moment. I love me some middle-aged looking people fighting. Yes, I love it.
I give it a 9.5 out of 10, and not just because I think Arthur is hot. In fact, bump it up to an 11 out of 10 for that.